Because I get pinballed between you two morons. You're like, bing, 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 bing.
I'm having a party, and you're invited.
Look at this guy.
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time.
I know he's gonna growl out and he's gonna do something crazy.
It's showtime.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
I believe this thing is on, and I believe we are live on all the platforms that you care about. For some reason, we're showing a sweaty ass on the screen. I'm not sure why.
That's pretty chunky, too.
Break out your grills, baby. Get those gas station sunglasses rolling because your worst decisions are just ahead. It is summertime, and we're getting ready for our summer break here at the Outcast Podcast. We're happy that you're here for our final show before we go on summer break.
Wow.
So this is sure to be a really good one. I'd like to introduce you to the cast. If you're maybe new to the Outcast Podcast and you don't know, there's 4 total of us, but there's 3 big stars. And one of the biggest stars of the show, let's see, let's take a look at these guys and see. Who's the biggest star of the show? Well, I can see that 2 of them are wearing the format, so that eliminates one of them.
Oh, gee.
It's come down to this. It's come down to Tomcat or Memphis. Who is the biggest star of the show?
We're wearing the same shirt and shit.
We're actually all wearing Iron Maiden shirts. We're all equal here. You know, it's just like America. We're all equal. We're all stars here today. Unfortunately, we're not all wearing Iron Maiden shirts. If you listen to our sister station, I always say that. It's not a sister station. It's a podcast now. But if you listen to our other podcasts, it's called Dim Vinyl Boys. And today we spotlighted the great British rock band from the late 70s, early 80s. That would be one Iron Maiden.
That's
right.
I love it.
Hell yeah, we did.
So we've been rocking out to Iron Maiden before the show, so you can tell that there's some angst. And there's Eddie's head being ripped off. This is old school Iron Maiden.
There he is.
Getting his brains.
That's awesome.
That is
That's
awesome.
Taking
so
out his
cool.
brains. What
He
do you
is.
do? Why is he doing that? That's not nice.
Eddie can't die.
It's gory. And it's,
Golly, Eddie going, he getting it, boy. Leave Eddie alone. What he done to get that done to him?
he threw him on the floor. All right, that dude was
Holy
like pissed
shit.
off. Like, all right, you went too far, Dick.
Now, you guys think that we're violent these days. Look back in the late 70s. They were ripping brains out of zombies' heads. They were worshiping the devil. Look, electrocuting people. Come on.
That's
That
it.
was like a normal back then.
This isn't.
Yeah, those are the different images I was telling you about as I was growing up, seeing their videos, bro. It's disturbing and awesome at the same time.
Why aren't you not wearing the format today, Ramo?
right.
You had some type of excuse. I'm curious as to what is the exact excuse.
All right, well, first off, because it's completely and utterly lame for grown-ass people to wear the same shit.
We didn't plan to wear the same
Whatever,
shit.
No.
We didn't plan to wear the same shirt.
That aside, because I did plan on getting a shirt, but I was gonna go the extra step. I didn't want to like go
What
buy.
extra step was that?
I didn't want to go buy a regular shirt that anybody could buy. I wanted to make my own because I have the means to
gonna
do
make
such
one?
at my
Really?
house. I do. Yes, I got a dope ass
You're
T-shirt making
gonna-
machine, a press. I
But
bought it for my wife for her birthday like 2 years ago.
So you couldn't buy one because you were going
He
to
was
sew
gonna make
one.
his-
no,
I
it's not
mean,
sew
you
it.
gonna
I was
put-
gonna make one. It's kind of like yours, but homemade.
Let
Dope.
me ask you, Ramo,
Yeah.
will you explain? Because maybe
Yeah.
some of the audience doesn't know. They've never made their own T-shirt,
Sure,
especially
yeah.
Iron Maiden. A lot of detail in these shirts.
He has
There
a big
is.
Dazzler at home.
I'm
There's,
wondering,
well, and that's why it was so difficult.
how do you do it? Tell
And-
us.
And the shirt that I was making, that's the needle, the pin on my wife's cutter, because she has a decal cutter. And what you do is you go buy the paper, and and then you have to buy like this board. It's a sticky board that you stick the paper on.
Okay.
And
Where
then-
do you get this stuff at?
Oh, you can get it at Dollar General,
Michael's.
the dollar store, Michael's.
Well,
You can
finish
get it at
telling the story.
Walmart.
So finish telling the
All
story.
right, so then after you put it in the printer and you send your picture Bluetooth from your phone into the printer.
And you did that already?
Yeah, and
Oh,
it was
wow.
it was all cut. But my wife's the needle. She's done so many T-shirts for my kid for like specialty school.
Yeah, this
shit.
should have been an easy project.
Right, 100%. It wouldn't cut through the vinyl all the way because the needle was worn out. So she ordered a new one. I'm gonna make it tomorrow. As soon as the needles come in, I'll have her make it, and then I'll post it.
cool.
I'll send it in so you guys can
you
post
say
it.
you gonna
So like
make
I wanna, yeah.
Like, what are you doing to it? Like,
What do you mean?
Like,
I wanted to make the Pharaoh Eddie in like the glitter gold paper on a black T-shirt.
Oh,
And then on the
You
bottom, it
really
says Iron
were
Maiden.
going the extra mile.
Yeah, no, I think
Okay.
that should. I love that. Yeah,
That's awesome.
All right,
man.
well,
I just
let-
stopped by the mall on the way in and went to Spencer and got this
I know.
one.
I could have did. I was ran out of time because I was fucking with the goddamn cricket. It was
I got
a
mine on
pain in the
Amazon,
ass.
and you know they deliver to you in like 12 hours.
I know, and I thought about that when I got here.
So I
I'm
was
like, fuck, I should
yep,
have just
I'm gonna have
ordered
it right
it.
on time.
Yep.
Yeah, I ain't making fun of me. Yep. So,
Oh shit! No, ha, hell! I tried to go the extra mile for us, even though it's lame.
Well, I can't wait
yeah,
to see
I'm
it.
sorry.
Hold on, and
Hey,
on top
no,
of
it
that,
didn't
now that we
happen.
know that you can make T-shirts
Yeah.
at home, you know how much
Are we
money-
sure he can make T-shirts at
Yeah,
home? You haven't seen them
you
yet.
know, let's
Let's
see.
not.
No,
give him that
actually,
much
you
credit.
have. Remember my middle finger haters T-shirt?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, you'll have to bring in your
All
Iron
right.
Maiden shirt.
All right,
You
I
know,
will.
Where
I will.
will it come
Unfortunately, it will be a day late and $1 short, like the old
Oh,
saying.
quit
is.
being a dick.
I'll believe it when I see it. I won't be
Okay,
home.
you will.
Well, I believe him. I want to see it. I mean, but it better not be whack.
No, it'll be dope.
All right, well, we'd like to wish everybody a happy Pride Month. We're right now smack dab. Just so you know, we're smack dab in the middle of Pride Month.
Right in
the
between.
middle there.
Right in the middle.
Right in betwixt.
Oh, as
Where you
well.
wanna be.
So I got
Look at.
I got my song if my thing's on.
That's
You
right
have
where you
a
wanna
song?
be.
Yeah.
What is it?
Did TK submit those videos?
It's the gay of the day.
I thought you were doing
I
that
love
in your
that song.
news.
That's coming up. That was a tease,
good.
Raymond.
Oh,
That's what they
tease.
I
call
like
that.
it. I like it. Yeah.
That was a gay day tease. Do we have? Go ahead.
That was
Why'd
it.
you stop?
That's the
Yay!
stabbed. Well, I got different ones. I got the stabbed.
I bet you do.
I got this one. That's the whole song. We don't need the whole song. And then I got just for my news. So I can just go to it
could've
any
gave us-
time. You know.
So that's
You
kind of
gave us
like
a
the
few bars on the open.
the egg, right?
Huh?
Puerto Rico.
It's kind of like the egg.
It is like the egg. It's the test.
All right. So that's coming up on today's show. We
Puerto
will be
Rico.
honoring the gay of the day. We like to make sure we take care of everybody.
I do have a very special gay of the
love our
day for
gays.
the day today.
We love our gays.
Yes, we do.
I stopped being gay.
I'm glad you're prepared today, Tomcat. Also, want to shout everybody out that tomorrow, don't forget, I don't know if they're closing the banks or not for this holiday,
They
but
are.
tomorrow is Juneteenth.
They are.
Yeah, it is.
Juneteenth
Banks are
tomorrow.
closed. And a lot of insurance companies are closed as well. I've got the emails yesterday.
For those of you that aren't that familiar with Juneteenth, it marks the date back in it'd be 1865. That's when the Union General Gordon Granger arrived in old Galveston, Texas, and he announced that the enslaved African Americans were free. And then two and a half years later, we had the Emancipation Proclamation,
Nice.
which was issued on January 1st, 1863. So we will commemorate Juneteenth tomorrow. The banks will be closed, so if you need that cash money, you better go get it, and get it today, because the banks are closed tomorrow for Juneteenth.
Well, the ATMs
That's all
are.
right.
You still hit those. That's always open.
But it is officially summertime around here as well, so it's got us thinking about things that we used to do on our summer break. One of the things I remember is going to Wrigley Field and sitting in the bleachers, watching the old Cubbies, and they used to get rowdy out there. I wasn't old enough to drink, but you might see a boob or two pop out, and as a young, preteen, it was pretty cool to be out there with the beer and boobs. Those are some of my great summer memories, playing baseball with my cousins and building forts. But I'd like to ask, let's start with Ramo today. Since he wasn't prepared for the Iron Maiden show.
Jesus Christ, that's so bullshit.
Maybe we'll see if he's prepared.
No.
What's your greatest summer memory?
My
of all
greatest
time?
summer memory is I was, I believe, 10th grade, 11th grade. My dad sent me, my brother, and my cousin Shorty. My cousin, her name's Shorty. That's her nickname. But send all three of us down to Florida for the summer to my aunt Carmen's house. And it was dope, man. We went to Disney, Busch Gardens, SeaWorld. We did
all in one
all the
summer.
parks. Yes, Circus World was around back then. I believe that's what it was. We hit it then. I don't think it was Boardwalk and baseball yet, but we hit that park. It was just fun, man. And like every week we were hitting another park in a different city, and it was just a lot of fun. Plus, they had 3 kids. It was just a good time, you know. Smoked pot with them for the first time. It was great.
How old were you at this time?
I was probably about 15. 14, 15.
Smoking pot.
Man, just a little.
Going to the Disney World.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. Having one of those Mickey ice cream cones sounds like a delicious summer.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun, man.
What's your favorite ride at Disney World?
Definitely what's it called? Ghost Mountain, is it? Or Space Mountain?
Space Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's also Haunted Mansion.
I love that too. But the last time I went, it was so damn crowded, I really couldn't enjoy it. But I really enjoy sitting in the little car thing with the little ghost that sit next to you on top of your car. That is a lot of fun.
Greatest summer memories. We're doing the bit to start the show as we get ready for summer break. Greatest
good time.
Summer memories, and I'm going to get on the live chat. I hear that we have a lot of people on the live chat, so I got to go to youtube.com. Yes,
I did that already.
youtube.com.
Twice.
So I'm going to go to youtube.com, and then I'm going to go to the live and read. If anyone is in the chat, we will, if you have a summer memory of some kind that you want to mention in the chat, I'll read it. I do see somebody's already like, why didn't Ramo get the memo? I mean, it's already... Jesus Christ. That's the first thing I read.
Yes. I love the chat.
So I'll be keeping my eye on the chat, but
You guys are all dicks.
let's go ahead and move
That's
on.
how I know you like me.
Let's move on to next up is going to be Tomcat.
Yo.
Tomcat, it's summertime. Now your mom hopefully your mom's not watching this show.
Don't
by
talk
the way,
about her like that.
because
That's not right.
your mom, if she saw you wearing a shirt that had the devil on it, I don't think
She
she'd be
wouldn't
very
be happy, especially the mark of the number of the beast.
That's,
and it's not-
Mom's wasn't cool. She'd immediately, if I walked in with this shirt on, first thing she looks at is the shirt. Oh, I don't like that shirt. I don't like, and then nothing else can happen.
well, the funny
Take
thing,
that shirt off. Oh, I don't like that shirt, and she will not stop. So
I had to point out to him and Memphis both that shirt is actually a depiction of Eddie controlling the devil as a
Yeah.
puppet.
Yeah, he did.
So it's way better, Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
It's not the devil.
Eddie's not the
Eddie-
devil.
now
You
did,
guys are tripping with that
Well,
shit.
Eddie's cool.
I like this shirt.
but your
It's
mom,
dope.
your mom did let you have some fun when you were a kid. Although
yeah.
you've told me that you weren't allowed to listen to certain music, you weren't allowed to watch certain movies. So what would your mom let you do when it was summertime and it was time to let loose? What would you do?
Well, oddly enough, my summer story is about my mom and my best friend Gavin. We would go up to Maryland all the time. She would load as soon as we got out of school for summer. Boom, that day we'd go home, get in the car,
Nice.
and that Chrysler LeBaron, I think, and ride all the way up to Maryland to where my grandma lived and all
Hell
my aunts
yeah.
and uncles, and we would just do like summer barbecues. They have a lot of crab boils, and they
You
all
got
have
crabs?
they have blue
In
crabs out there. That's what
Maryland?
everybody
Hell
eats. They're
yeah.
Yeah,
Chesapeake
I bet.
Bay
They get
crabs.
the
They're
best
delicious.
stuff there too.
They are.
A lot of
I heard.
Old Bay, and then we have farms up there, so they have lots of corn, and then
Nice.
you get the fresh picked corn, you got the crab thing, and then you have July 4th, and they
Sure.
do fireworks. So it's fireworks over these cornfields, and it's just amazing. There's lightning bugs at night, and it's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Great memory.
Being
I
up
miss-
north.
I miss those.
Yeah, being up north of the 4th of July is actually really nice because even though it's warmer in the morning, in the evenings, it's quite cool, especially to us Florida people. Being up there is nice, real nice.
Are
in
there
the
even
summer.
lightning bugs anymore? Are they
Yeah,
still around?
I think so.
And this-
Last time I was there,
I would love to
think-
go out and be like in the field that I won't get bit by something and just be a kid and go try to catch them.
Oh, it
Were you
was. We
worried
used to
about
do that
being
all the
bit by
time. We used to
something?
we used to
Hell
catch them
yeah.
all the time. Put them in jars, then they light up the jar.
Yeah.
But
and then
this
the
is-
next day they'd all be dead.
we killed them all. Gentry,
them
we
all.
catch them all and killed them
It
all.
was genocide.
I'm surprised he didn't stick one up his butt to see if his fart would
It's a
go.
really cool town because it's an old Civil War town, and there's a cemetery on one end of it, a cemetery on the other, and cemetery on the top of the hill.
That's scary.
It's crazy. So at night, of course, all the kids would get together and we'd play Ghosts in the Graveyard, and we would run around at night, and it was so
no
much
wonder
fun.
you're
dude.
demented, bro.
So much fun.
Now
Jeez.
you I know got in a lot of
That's
trouble
fun.
as
That
a
does sound
teen,
fun.
Tomcat. What about when you were back in Maryland? Did you get in any trouble?
I did get in trouble one time. I stole some film at a grocery store there when we went up to visit, and I got caught.
Thomas.
I got caught stealing the film,
Thomas.
and I had like a Raiders jacket on. It was so puffy. I don't know how. I thought I was blending in, and I stole this film. They caught me, and then they took me down to the like little Podunk Sheriff Station. It had like 2 cells in it We were like a one-person cell with just like the bars.
Did
like,
you say hi to Andy?
And it was exactly like a Mayberry you would imagine. And I had to sit in there and wait for my grandma and my Aunt Toots to come pick me up.
Did Don not arrest me?
And they came and picked me up. It was embarrassing as shit.
And how old were you in?
I was probably 18 or 19.
You weren't a kid. You're an adult.
Yeah, that's why they put me in the jail.
They did.
Yeah.
That sucked.
Oh, well, good thing Toots was there.
A
to
film for
save
what?
Toots.
Film for what?
Hey, Toots, get over here and get me out
what
of jail,
That's how they
Toots.
talk to her, too. They call her Toots, too.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Toots was the shit. She was about 4 feet tall, a firecracker.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Great summer memories.
That was
I
fun.
love
Going to jail, I can only imagine.
I love sitting here talking about good old summer memories. It's now time to hear from my man Memphis.
I love it.
What up, man?
What was going on in your summer? Does it have anything to do with
Going to jail?
any stink finger? I mean, what was going
Fuck
on?
your ass.
Oh,
man. I remember some summers that were really, really good. Like what stands out to me, though, when I was a kid, between like 83 and like 87.
I stopped being gay.
No, for real. Stop playing.
83, 87.
Between
That was the
83
best
and
summer.
87, those
Yeah,
were like
yeah,
the best
yeah.
summers because me and like my brothers and sisters, we were all together and stuff like that. And
That's cool.
and we still had our dad, and it was like a lot of, even though it was a lot of chaos around us, but those summers were like the fucking best for some odd reason. We had
Nice.
so much fun. But in my adult years, I had to say it was probably 2013.
And what'd you do that summer?
It was me and my girl, my wife now, who like me and this woman that year we did some crazy shit. We had so much fucking fun.
What's one of the
Nice.
crazy things you did? Are you able to say it on the podcast? or-
Yeah.
No, hell no. She'd be mad as hell. Like, why you say that? I'm like, nah.
All right,
So
well, I mean, there's no, like you
no,
went
no.
somewhere special with her?
It's
or-
like, what didn't we do besides go to jail?
Do your research.
Me and that
Well, I
woman,
mean, I
me and
mean-
that woman's crazy. That's
Yeah,
that's
well,
my woman. I
yeah.
love
Did
her.
you travel anywhere
Yeah,
special?
we did
Well, I
did a
mean,
whole lot of stuff, but that's
okay,
as
that's
far
what
as we
I'm
go.
saying.
That's all as far as we go with
You
it.
traveled a lot of places.
We've done a lot of
That's
stuff.
cool.
Yeah, we did a lot
No,
of
I'm
stuff.
saying that summer, that's
And
why
we
it
wouldn't
was.
even see. We were
Did
still,
you hit a bunch of places, or was it just
no,
one special
listen,
place?
we were still dating then. We
sure.
wouldn't- We wouldn't. Yeah, we were like still like
I
we
get
were
it.
like 2 years in our relationship. I think 2 or 3 years in or something like that. And yeah, and I was like, holy shit, this girl is fucking crazy like me. I like her a lot.
Yo.
Yeah, here we are.
Man, there you go, man. See,
Here we are.
Mhm.
awesome.
Yeah. Champ.
TK, when
The
you
other
there?
thing I remember in the summer was the movies. You know, you remember all the big movies that would come out in the summer. I don't know. I don't know if they go to the movies anymore.
Yeah,
or
hell
if that's
yeah.
still a thing in the summertime.
I do.
I did look up to see what the summer movie blockbusters are going to be this year, which Thunderbolts Marvel movie is coming out.
I saw it.
Has that already come out
Yeah, it's
for the
come out.
summer?
Yeah, it's not. It ain't doing as well as it's supposed to be. But the movie, it's a good fucking movie.
That's,
Like,
and you
it's
went and
really
seen
good.
it in the movies, right?
Hell
'Cause
yeah.
It just came out, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. I gotta go see Mission Impossible too. But yeah, the Thunderbolts is real good. It's real
Another
good.
big movie. I guess there's a new Superman. James Gunn is bringing back his Man of Steel Superman
It
movie.
looks really good, dude. That Superman. The clips that I've seen of it looks good.
Yeah,
I don't know how
Yeah.
Marvel let James Gunn get.
I
away.
haven't seen it yet.
That dude had the whole Guardians of the Galaxy, and they let him get away. Like that was so stupid.
There's only really one movie I'm waiting for, and I'm not even gonna say it because I'm sure Gentry has something to say about
What's
it.
that? What's the movie?
Come on, I actually picked him in
Jurassic
several
Park?
times. No, are they? That's right. They got a new one on. That's gonna be a good one.
Oh, that'll be good. Yeah,
yeah, that's
I
gonna
love
be a
all
good one.
those.
Yeah.
No, Spaceballs 2.
Oh, yeah.
Spaceballs.
Is that coming out this summer? No, that's not coming out till 26.
Hold on, wait.
Or 27.
Hold on. Wait, what you mean? They making another Spaceballs?
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah,
Get the
they
fuck
had
out
an
here. Stop
official
lying.
announcement.
Stop
like,
lying. Y'all playing.
it's not coming out until 2027. Here it is.
27, right.
30.
Right.
It says 38 years ago, there was only one Star Wars trilogy. But since then, there have been a prequel trilogy, a sequel trilogy, a sequel to the prequel, a prequel to the sequel, countless TV spin-offs, a movie spin-off of the TV spin-off, which is both a prequel and a sequel. Not to mention 2 Dunes, 7 Jurassic Parks, 2 Avatars. They go on and on. So they did this little,
Wow.
this is like the trailer letting you know that they have,
Holy shit, they going at them too.
this is going to be a non-prequel, non-reboot sequel. Part 2 with reboot elements is what they're saying about Spaceballs 2.
think about this, man.
We ain't found shit.
Those writers, man, they about to kill it. Man,
Ludicrous speed.
Oh, man, this is gonna be. I can't wait.
It looks
Holy
like Bill
shit.
Pullman, who played Lone Star, he will be back
Yeah.
after 30
Oh
years.
man.
So we'll what's his name?
Rick Moranis?
Big helmet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lord
So
Helmet.
how old were you all when
I was 30 years ago, so I was what would that be, about 15, 14?
I was 20.
I feel like I was younger than that.
23.
Yeah, I feel like we was like 11 or 12. I don't know.
Mel Brooks is 98 years old,
Yeah,
and he's
he's old
coming
as
back
fuck.
as Yogurt. Remember, he was
Yeah.
Yogurt.
Yogurt.
I hate yogurt.
I hate yogurt. That's funny.
Holy shit, man. That's great. I can't wait. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, so we do have
Holy shit.
Spaceballs too, but that's not coming to 2027.
Yeah, it's a little bit away.
So that's a little bit away. Mission
is.
Impossible, another movie that's coming out this summer.
I heard this.
I've never been a fan. Tiny
Well,
Tim.
the last one they did,
favorite.
the last one, man, these Mission Impossible movies are really fucking good.
I've
like-
never watched them. I like Tom Cruise, but
They
I
are
never really
good.
watched.
They are good.
Like,
Are they?
like full stop.
They are
If
good.
start from the first one and work your way all the way up to where we
Okay.
are now, you're gonna be like, this
Now,
motherfucker.
do they all
is-
relate?
Yeah, a lot of them
Okay,
do, and it's
okay.
like this motherfucker Tom Cruise is crazy because he do all his own stunts. So you're like, that motherfucker really jumped from that plane and did like he really did that. This motherfucker's crazy. But man, look, watch it.
careful.
I gotta see this new one though.
We got this in the chat.
Look how big that thing looks.
This is
on.
from Logic Man in the chat. He says, "I hope Mel Brooks does a Blazing Saddles too."
Oh, that'd be
Ooh.
dope, dude.
That would be
Yeah.
so dope, but they could not do it today. They could not do another.
Well,
Blazing Saddles.
wasn't the
Isn't that why it would be so good?
The
though, too?
original,
No, hell no,
um,
you racist or some shit? Hell
the
no.
Well, the
original
first
Willy
one wasn't
Wonka.
racist.
wasn't
No,
he in that?
No, we
Gene-
don't wanna see
what's
that
his name?
again.
Thank-
Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder. Yeah, he was
Gene
in that.
Wilder
Maybe a little
was
bit.
in it.
I never really saw Blazing Saddles.
Oh,
I know it was
bro.
like a legendary movie.
What?
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
fucking funny, dude.
You
It's
never
very funny.
seen Blazing Saddles for it? Oh
No.
no, you
Oh, yeah.
you owe it to yourself to watch it. You have to watch it.
All right, I'll watch it. Over the summer break, I'll watch
Yeah,
it.
you gotta watch it. And you'll be like, what the fuck?
To wrap out the movies that you could go see on your summer break, How to Train a Dragon. I know the kids are into that one. This
Yeah.
is a live action How to Train a Dragon. Also, Jurassic
We're gonna go see
World
that.
Rebirth.
And that one.
I mean, they are trying to go with anything they can to cash in on that Jurassic Park.
too. it's
franchise.
like what Jurassic Park 12 or some shit.
I don't know. Scarlett
Like
Johansson
6.
is in it though.
Is it
That,
6?
that comes out July the 2nd. Then you got Lilo and Stitch also coming out this
Ain't that a
summer.
live action as well?
That's a cartoon.
I
It's
don't
a-
even
it's a
know
live
what
it
that
Oh,
is.
was,
live
but
action
the one they're
cartoon.
putting out is a live
I
action.
It
don't-
is
I don't
live
know.
action.
I don't
Yeah.
even know what that is.
Live
so
action.
Lilo and Stitch, it's an alien, isn't it?
I don't watch
That
cartoons.
That one I
comes
don't
in
like.
like
It's
a,
too for kids. That one.
Well, it's solely for kids.
I only watch Family Guy.
You also have a
Hence they
Snow
little
White.
aliens.
Snow White live action is coming. We got a lot. We
I
got
think that one already came out.
That's us porno or some shit.
Oh, yay, midgets got work again.
What?
Oh, that's a bad word. I'm sorry. Little people
Yeah,
got work
your ass
again.
in
I'm
trouble
sorry.
now.
I'm sorry.
You in trouble now?
I'm
Do you
sorry.
guys know what movie? What? Do you
Flog
guys,
this man.
do you guys know what summer blockbuster
Hey.
made the most money of any blockbuster of all time?
Titanic.
I'm gonna say.
I don't know that came out in the summer.
I'm gonna say the Terminator.
Saturday Night Fever.
No, number one. This movie brought in $1.66
Avatar.
billion. I don't know if Avatar was summer either.
How do you know?
What is it?
The Lion King.
Oh, okay.
The Lion King.
The Lion
The
King.
original?
When it came, no, the 2019 version. The one,
The
that
one with
they just-
Beyonce?
was Beyonce in that one? I don't know.
Yeah,
Probably.
didn't she was one of the animals.
I'm sure. She looks like she's
Well,
a
or one of
real
the
animal.
lions. Nala, I think. Or
What the fuck, dude?
What?
I think she's sexy.
No,
with
she
them
was one of the
legs.
lions. Nala, I think.
Talk about her like that, right
The
now.
queen.
That movie Lion King brought in $1.66 billion.
Wow.
That's a lot of bread.
Number two is Jurassic World with $1.6 billion
I went
too.
to see that.
The Avengers back in
I
2012.
went to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Furious 7 back. I don't know what Furious 7 is. That must
Fast
be.
and the Furious.
Fast and the Furious.
Number
yeah, yeah.
7.
Terrible. They're on like 12 now.
No, they're all right. They good too, man. Knock it off.
Come on.
What's your favorite summer movie of all time? Independence Day was big too.
That was a
Oh,
good
yeah.
one.
Hell
That was a
yeah.
big
Will
summer
Smith.
one. Yeah.
Still like that one.
Number 2 was terrible.
Yep.
All right, let's move on to our next topic. You know, everything is all good in our world. We're excited for a nice, relaxing summer, but right now, the world is on fire.
Oh,
is the
Lord.
We've got Ukraine and Russia going at it. We've got Israel and Iran at odds.
I did everything right.
And then you got Israel and Hamas. That's been going on. I've seen a senator got shot and killed. Some fake cops are opening fire. We have a senator being detained and handcuffed at a press conference.
He was let go.
I mean,
did everything right.
it seems as though the world is on fire. Now, I know I was hoping that Donald Trump was going to clean up the war in Ukraine on day one.
I did everything right.
Stop Putin, because I thought him and Putin were boys, but that didn't happen. I thought the Israel-Hamas thing was going to tame down. It did at times, but still seems to be going. And then now, bomb Iran is what's going on.
Concepts of a plan.
So I'm slightly concerned. I don't know how much closer we have to get before, I don't even know if I want to say it, but World War III.
I don't know.
How much closer can we get? Do you have any concern, Tomcat, right now with what's going on with all the unrest around the world?
Well, not really, because I know I'm going to die at some point anyway.
Oh,
So, not really, but
Very grim look.
But I will say that, look, I wouldn't worry about it. They're whooping Iran up, and the only question is whether the United States is going to drop 2 bunker busters into their nuclear facility to completely destroy it, or if they're just going to let Israel go in there every so often and do the same thing they just did, which is whoop up on them and break all their stuff so they can't get their centrifuges going and kill a bunch of scientists and leaders and shit. And do that like every 5 years, or if the United States is going to get involved. That's really the only question. But I wouldn't worry about anything. We're fine.
You don't think so? I mean,
We're good. They can't hit us with any missiles from there.
Yeah.
I don't think they.
No. Our bases, our people over there.
Yeah, that's scary.
But
for them.
I wouldn't be worried about that with
Our
Trump. They're not
soldiers.
going to try that.
Yeah. Well, what do you think, Ray?
They might lash out after they hit the nuclear facility.
See, it seems like we could be at the doorstep of World War III. Do you think this could spill over to more involvement with the United States? If you're the U.S., would you be even getting involved in this kind of stuff?
Not necessarily. And the reason being, it seems like that part of the world, I kind of brought this up earlier, since I've been alive, goes to war every 10 years or so. They've been at war about 30 years, and they usually tend to figure it out. I think it has a lot to do more with fear than anything else. They think Iran is making nuclear bombs, and I don't know that they have the capabilities or, the people to do it. We had an agreement with them, and where we could go in and check all the time on our own. And I don't know who, but somebody fucked that up. Maybe you guys could look that up. So here we are. Am I concerned? I think eventually, no matter how long it plays out, it's going to figure itself out. It usually does. I say it's best for all the superpowers to kind of stay out of that. I know Russia is kind of a superpower and they're involved with Ukraine, but from what I understand, they're still trying to bring in Korean or North Vietnam, I don't know what, Korean troops, North Korea troops.
It was North Korea.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously, they're still struggling really bad to barely beat somebody that's a tenth of their size. So, I wouldn't be too much concerned about that because I don't think it's not so much a war as it is an escalation for kind of land that has been kind of stolen. So, I think they'll figure that out eventually without dropping any nukes. I think they'll figure out the Middle East without dropping any nukes. I think most things, like they typically do, will figure themselves out without us destroying the fucking planet. But get ready to pay more for shit and for shit to look bad for a while because that's just kind of how, I guess, people in charge want the world to work every 15 or so years. I
did
guess.
everything right.
Because here we are again.
Is this a topic that concerns you, Memphis, when you start hearing about, there's wars popping off all over the eastern part of the world and spilling closer and closer to the west here?
Of course, it concerns me because, I didn't vote for this. And a lot of people did. And they were told. And nobody believed. And people didn't believe. And didn't believe until here we are. So yeah, I'm concerned. I'm not gonna be naive like these guys. This shit is about to already pop off. You have to be an idiot not to see that. Like, this shit is real. I've been sitting up here all day, just really getting into it because I've really tried to put it on my space for a while, and then I've been just getting caught up on some shit, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? You know? And it's like, goddamn, we have no allies.
None. We don't.
Sorry.
So there's that.
It seems like Israel is an ally.
Yeah, well.
How? This ain't even our fight. This they fight. They started it.
Israel did start the fight.
That's their problem, not ours. And people here are gonna be like, what the fuck? Real quick, if we get into that shit.
Well, I know there's been drone strikes, there's been assassinations.
But that ain't
to me, both sides are like testing the limit.
But that's not
How far can we push
That's not
it?
our problem.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not for
so it
war,
don't matter. It don't
period.
matter. Like I said, it don't matter who pushing whatever line. They can push to what they can't push no more. That is not our problem.
I'm
See,
hoping
that's
we
the
don't
thing.
lose
Like,
all.
people, you can't justify and break it down. It's simple. 1, 2, 3. Not our problem.
Well,
That's
there are some problems going on U.S. soil that we could be concern ourselves
that's a
with.
different story.
Sure.
That's a different story.
Yeah, that's a whole different.
That's a different.
Well, let's
that's
transition into
that's
this.
An internal story. No, hold on. That's an internal thing. What you talking about? That's what we have to do for us. But outside these borders, that ain't our problem. There ain't no way to twist and spin it. It's simply this and that. There's nothing you can say to that. Nobody can say anything to that. Because people quick to say, it ain't our problem. Literally, it's not our problem. But here we are.
Well, just to clear the air, I'm not naive. I pretty much said that we shouldn't be over there fucking with it.
Yeah, well, I know Trump's been on his Truth Social, letting everyone know that he has the best military.
They're eating.
He did have a big parade. I know that the
That was
media-
the birthday of the Army, 250th birthday of our Army. And what's interesting about that is the Army is actually older than the United States because we had to have an army
Sure.
to win the war to
Yeah.
form the United States.
Sure.
So it's
That's
history.
fine.
It's interesting because the
That's
United
fine.
States is about to be 250 years old, but the Army had his birthday before the United States.
Now, do we celebrate
pretty
our
cool.
birthday on the 4th of July, or is there another particular date in which the country itself celebrates an actual birthday?
You know what? I
It's
looked
the-
that up. I think you're right. It might be on the 4th of
1776?
July.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, our studio producers are trying to make it look as though Trump's having his
North
military
Korea.
parade, and then
It's true. Who does that,
the
bro?
communist
Like,
countries
look,
having their military
I mean,
parade.
regardless
you
of
got
what it
something
was for?
against the
The military parade was great. It showed all the history all the way back from the Civil War all the way to the soldiers of today. And the soldiers that were in it were beaming with pride. Their families were there. Everyone was there. People saw them. They got to be out where the people were and how proud were they? You could see them. Their families were proud. They were proud. The people that were there were proud. It was not bad. It was good. It was a good vibe.
I don't expect that it was supposed
And it was
to
Trump's
be
birthday.
like a North Korea. Yeah, that's what made it so crappy.
What's
But
that?
here's the thing, and I'll just speak from the other side. I'll just speak from the other
Holy
side
shit, you
because
speak
unless we
birthday is
can,
bad as truth? I don't understand.
that he threw it on his birthday was fucked
You
up.
guys
It
are
should have been a
haters,
different
dog.
day.
You're haters.
No.
Haters of your own country,
No,
which
no,
is
no. It
extra
has nothing to
fucking
do with our own country. It has to do with the fact that the guy that's in charge is using our country as his own personal fucking pillow, and that's
You have some
bullshit.
disagreements with him. but
Okay,
it's
no,
just-
no, that's
it's-
fine.
No, no, it's
That's
before.
fine, but let me-
Listen,
can I
let me
let
say.
you
No, let me
talk?
say this
Go
though.
ahead, go ahead.
Before he was even in office, you were calling him Nazi, and everyone else was Nazi.
No,
right?
no,
Before he was
no,
even
no,
making any
no,
decisions, he
no,
was Nazi, and
No,
everyone was a Nazi.
You're wrong. You're wrong. The only
Oh,
time,
no, I think I'm
the only
right.
time we started calling people Nazi
It's a little
is
loud,
when,
but I think I'm
when
right.
Elon Musk made the Nazi salute and his fucking
And
at
that
the
was before
presidential
he was
thing.
in power, and you were
No,
already
that was
calling
after
him a
he
Nazi.
won. That's what he won. We didn't call Trump shit. We called Elon that.
wouldn't have
And if you
It doesn't
can't
matter
say
what
that
he
they're
does.
not
He's a
doing
Nazi.
racist shit right now, then
He's
you're
not
just fucking
racist. He's
blind.
not doing anything
Everything
racist.
they're doing is fucking racist as fuck. But that's
It's
okay.
not, though.
That's a
But
different
it's not, though.
conversation. We're
It's-
gonna let it go.
they're
Let's get
upholding the
back.
law in
Let's
this
go.
country,
No, they're
which is
not.
not done over the
by
past 4 years.
arresting fucking people that are here legally with work visas and shit that are going to
That's
their
not what
court.
they're doing. That's not what they're doing.
bullshit.
And can I
They're
talk?
actually
Can I
going
talk
to
while you
fucking-
wanna go-
no,
when you're done yelling?
no, because
No, go
you
ahead.
let me talk. Let me finish. Let me finish. They are actually going to court.
I want to see your proof when you
hearings.
finish. Show
You
it.
are-
Show the case. Show your proof. I want to see the names
Go
when you're done yelling.
anywhere on fucking Facebook.
No.
and
You,
can
bring
see
up the names and
videos
you show the
everywhere.
proof. You're
I
a
don't
fucking
have
liar.
a
And
we
let me
didn't
tell you
even
this.
know we were going to talk about that.
Look,
That's
last week
bullshit.
when you guys
They
talked
have-
about that
they
fucking
have
that
done that.
elementary. Was false. That is
No,
not true.
no,
That
it
has been
wasn't
debunked. There was no raid on an LA fucking elementary school. What elementary school was it?
They tried to do the raid. They wouldn't let them
Fucking
in.
bullshit.
We talked about
Not
that.
true.
We talked
Not
about that.
true.
We went through that story. Everybody said it was
Are we
proven.
yelling at
They
each
didn't
other,
actually
or
do
are
it.
we having a
Yeah,
conversation?
That's what I'm trying to do. The only thing, my
somebody's
point.
playing
Look,
You
my
started
point
yelling
is-
first,
no,
buddy.
No, I didn't. You interrupted me talking.
Well, we got a tape
my
of
only,
it.
My only point of it, we sure do. My only point of it was that it didn't necessarily. It shouldn't have been on his birthday. If we were going to do a parade, and if we were going to celebrate the soldiers in a parade, it should have been more of a celebration parade and not a military parade.
Are we talking about the parade or are we talking about the raid?
We're talking about the parade. That's what the initial conversation was about. The raid was already proven. They tried to do it. It didn't go through. Yeah, it didn't happen.
All right,
You're
now
right.
let's-
It
That's
didn't.
false.
Okay,
Let's move on.
yeah, it didn't
Misinformation.
happen.
That never happened.
Let's move on.
Okay,
Let's move
anyways,
on.
move on.
Why don't you
Move
chat
on.
GPT it
move on.
right now, Gentry?
No,
Chat GPT it right
no.
now. See what it says.
No,
See what it says.
Let's
No,
read
we're gonna move
let's
on.
read
Let's
from
move
the
on.
people in the chat
move
and
on.
see what the chat.
I would
has to say.
imagine you
Okay,
wouldn't
so
want to see
I
what it
can't
said
finish
either.
my point.
We'll
I
let you.
can't
We'll let
finish
you
my
guys.
point.
You guys can each
I'm just
finish
saying
your
that he
point.
shouldn't have did it on his birthday for one, because
You
that
already
made
said
it
that.
suspicious, right? And I just think that it should have been more of a celebratory parade and not so much a military parade. Like, have the people there. They didn't need to be in their military suits and carrying guns and all this other bullshit. It should have been like floats and fucking fun and parties and things like that. I think it would have been a little more accepting, because if you look at the history of our country, we've always kind of looked against doing shit like that, because that was the type of shit that dictators and other people did. And I'm not saying Trump trying to be a dictator and doing this, even though a lot of people will. Okay, a lot of people can say that, and they'd have ground. They'd have ground to say it. Okay, but here's the thing. All right, we've always looked down on that as a country, and I just don't think it's becoming to have that type of parade. Period. Sorry, that's just not us. It's not us.
So Ramos saying we should not have a military parade is what?
Not like
what-
that. Not like that. You know, if we won a war, something like after World War II or after World War I, you know, all our soldiers come back, and you know,
There were
the
times
ones that
they
were alive
didn't
and
get
celebrate-
parades because they were spitting on them and shit.
on Vietnam. Yeah, 100%. No,
All
I
right,
agree
let's,
with
let's
you.
go
And
to
they
the
should've.
chat. Let's go to
They
the chat.
should've.
We've heard your two sides. Let's hear what
They
the
should've.
chat says here. It says the first one is there's zero problem with our country having a military parade. Teddy Roosevelt is considered one of our greatest presidents, and he sent our fleet around the entire world. Then another person said, can't listen anymore. Talk one at a time. Get a talking pillow. Then another person says it was literally the birthday of the Army and Flag Day. Just because it's the same day of his birthday, that means he shouldn't do it on the actual birthday of the Army?
Thank you, sir.
No.
Ma'am,
I
whoever that was.
totally understand it. I'm just saying it leaves ground for people to say shit, for people to not approve
Like
of.
you.
But sure, because it's not something we fucking do. We shouldn't be doing a military parade. It's never been done.
We've never
Not like this. Not just out of for nothing, for no reason.
It was the birthday of the Army.
I get that.
the 250th
I get
birthday
that.
of the Army.
Okay, I get that. Whatever you want.
And Flag Day.
Cool. All right. Yeah, that's fine.
All right,
We
I'm not
just
gonna
don't
take
do
it.
that. We just don't do that.
All right, let's move on again.
Sorry for
to
yelling.
our next topic.
Yeah. But I apologize. I was just trying to say, like, we just don't do
I
it.
know we talk about these wars abroad, but now we have a war going on here in the studio slightly. But we'll move on from
It's
that.
been worse.
But
I love Tommy. I respect his opinion.
yeah, Tommy, you're all right, Tommy.
Yeah.
I love you, Tommy. Yeah, we're all good. You know,
I think
hey,
we're good.
Moving
Oh,
on
sure.
to the next topic.
Try to get asked to step outside here.
Them two, yeah. All right.
So
That's
this next thing that is concerning is when you see that senators are being shot.
That's
People are dressing up like fake cops and
Did a senator get shot?
people
I didn't
get
see
two
that.
of them.
You didn't see that?
I can't. Oh yes,
Shot
I
and
did.
killed.
All 4 of them got shot. Actually,
Well, it was
two
one-
died.
One of them.
Two senators and their spouses.
That's right. That's right. Yes. I
And
did
then
see
and
that.
then what about if we could roll the video we have? We have a video of
That's the guy. Yes, dressed as a cop. I remember.
This is the guy that was dressed up
yes. that's
and shot these
Crazy
senators. And
scary.
this was in Minnesota.
yes.
So I know Tim Walz is concerned.
That's Tampon Tim.
Tampon Tim.
Hey, leave him alone, man. He's going through some shit right now. I think we need to all stop with the bullshit because honestly, he's running that state fucking quite beautifully. So
I could say whatever I want.
you
It's
can,
a joke.
You can't.
You
I
guys
get
have
it.
been- I mean,
I get it. I don't know. No, because you go off the rip and then somebody says anything about your dear leader. It's fine. I get it.
What are you talking about?
You're God.
I'm not
did
talking. What are you
everything
talking?
right.
Dude, you guys never stop talking about Trump. What are you talking about?
That's
all you
exactly
do.
The fuck I was talking about, and I never
Oh
mentioned
my
his name.
gosh.
Thank you.
But anyways, that's all you do is bitch about Trump. I have to deal with it every day.
I don't see no stinking
You watch Fox
Nazis in
News. You
here.
deal with them every day. That's your fault. I don't even talk to you every day, bro. What are you talking about?
All right, what about this senator that was detained? That's here on the headlines. The senator that was handcuffed at a press conference. I don't know 100% what happened, but there are conflicting reports. One say that Senator Padilla was just going up there to speak his truth and interject at the press conference. Other people say that he lunged
Let's watch the tape.
at the woman behind, and the next thing you know, he got manhandled. Let's roll the tape from the
roll the tape.
truck. Let's see it.
I think I seen part of it. It did kind of look like.
Sir, hands up. I'm Senator Alex Padilla. I have questions for the secretary because the fact of the
It didn't
matter
look
is,
like he lunged at anybody. It just
dozen
like they
violent
kind of
criminals
snatched him up
that
real
you're
quick,
locating on your-
and he was trying to move forward.
Shouldn't he have been able to push them little dudes a little more, man? Them,
Well,
them
he
little
wasn't
dudes
trying-
manhandled him.
He
boy.
wasn't trying to be violent.
there's
He was
3 on
just-
1,
but he was just trying to ask a question.
I'm
He
just
wasn't.
kidding.
He
I'm
probably
just
didn't
kidding.
think it was going to be like anything like that. Like had they probably told him hold on or
Now,
something. They
this is the part that's really got him mad because they made him kneel down and then lay down on his stomach. He's pissed about that.
Yeah, sure.
He cried on the Senate floor about that.
I mean, you shouldn't do that to senator.
Well,
None of them.
he charged that Christy Nome. She's a woman. She's a
I
high-ranking
didn't see him
cabinet
I didn't see him
secretary.
did you see him charged?
I'm trying not to talk over you, but you're talking over me.
No, I'm sorry.
Donald Trump got shot at, you know what I'm saying? Tried to kill him twice. So, I mean, this dude came in. He didn't have his Senate pin on. He did say his name, I saw, but by that time they already were hands-on with him. I don't know. Like, I feel like he did it just to get on the news and
I mean,
get
it may-
publicity.
it may-
He
it may
could have
have
called
been-
her. And she said,
I'll agree with you there. It may have been something for him to kind of get a little publicity, not so much for himself, but like for the situation that's going on and show like his point of view on whatever was happening. I'll give you that. But I think they went too far when they threw him to the floor and all that stuff. Like they could have just been like, hey, like she's on TV right now. You need to wait. And if he wouldn't shut the hell up, then, you slowly escort him out of the room. But that right there is just, come on, guys. Like that's a bit much.
I'll give you that. That's possible. They could have moved him over to the side and then not put him
You know
on
what
the
I'm
ground.
saying? Yeah. Just
But
like, hey,
I
bro.
guess, look, cops will say you can't second guess. You're not the one in the uniform that's to sit there and you're not sure if the guy has a gun or not. So I know that that's what a lot of people would say. It's easy for us to say what they should do
100%.
as the situation's moving off.
I will agree with that 100%. I agree with you 100% on that. And in saying that, I think we should fund our police departments more. And instead of buying weapons of mass destruction like tanks and shit to rip into people's houses, we need to be sending these fuckers to school and psychologists and shit like that so they learn how to deal in situations like this. And we don't have situations like this anytime, anywhere. Because that's what it is. It's a lack of training. Because like you guys all said, there was 3 of them. There's no way in hell that should have got to that point. As a matter of fact, if she was on TV, that door should have been closed. Nobody should have been coming in and out of that fucking room anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If security had the lock on it, then she wouldn't. He wouldn't have been able to lunge.
100%. He didn't lunge at her either.
He lunged a
I
little
saw.
bit.
I didn't see. I thought he was just walking up there to ask her a question, and they grabbed him and jerked him back.
And then he lunged. Watch.
I
Now he watch. He
I think
lunges
he was
now.
trying-
Watch.
He wasn't lunging at it.
Now-
He was
watch,
trying
he's
to
gonna
just
start to
turn
lunge.
around.
Now he lunges right there. That's lunging right there.
He's just
trying-
going. He's trying to push back a
To
little
talk, yeah. You just said, how did he not push from the three guys? Come on, guy. You see,
But
the thing is,
I will
is
say he was
people
let
are-
go and he wasn't charged with anything and all is,
No, cool, and that's
got
cool.
roughed
But
up a little bit.
the only thing
So-
I'm saying
so-
is, at the end, it was overkill.
So there's also a video of now the mayoral candidate of New York who held on to an immigrant who was being deported, and that kind of like went the same way.
That way, yeah, that got out of
That
hand.
just happened
But
yesterday.
they didn't throw.
That's
I don't think
this
they
one
threw,
right here.
They didn't throw him to the floor. They just cut him up against the
I think they
wall.
arrested him. They got him on
No,
the
they
wall.
did.
and
They
arrested
put him
him,
against
yeah.
the wall, arrest him. They didn't throw him on the floor or anything like that.
Yeah,
It
it's
was,
well, it's what
it was
the-
just a crazy.
I hear that's what
situation.
Project 2025 is they want
It
to put
is.
everybody in jail.
Well, no, they're
what it
they're
is.
just enforcing the law. They're deporting the
They're
people
not-
who
they're
have
not- they're
orders
not-
to be deported.
Okay, they're going after people who are going to court to like try to win support to like get the green card and stuff. Like, they're doing the right thing. And you keep saying all the time that you're down for legal fucking immigration, and it sounds to me like
Legal
that's what them people legal legal
Yes.
immigration,
Yes.
and that's what it seems to me like those people are trying to do. They're not being given the chance to do the right thing. I've said it a million times on this goddamn podcast. If somebody's being a criminal, we have police, we have ICE. Soon as they commit a crime, deport them fuckers.
Have
or
you ever
better
heard of
yet,
Sanctuary
put them
City?
put them in our jail. Put them in our jail. Look, Sanctuary City means that immigrants can be safe there without worrying about going to jail. Criminals will still go to fucking jail
But-
if you commit crimes, okay? Immigration, if you come here, let's say you come here quote unquote illegally, that's the same thing as getting a fucking speeding ticket. It's a civil violation. It's not a fucking criminal violation. So you're essentially kicking these people out of the country, all right, while they're trying to go to court and pay their ticket and be good Americans and keep their fucking job, and you're just grabbing them up like fucking criminals and throwing them out when they're not. They're good people. Even Trump has said himself, the farmers and the people in the restaurant,
That's right.
they're complaining to him because there are good workers and they're good fucking people.
And he's giving
we
them a
need to-
reprieve.
and no, he's not.
Yes, he
because
is.
his fucking boy said, no, fuck that. We're going to keep doing the fucking raids the way we're doing it. That little slimy fucker that he's got working.
Marco?
with him. No, not Marco. The other little guy that looks like Dr. Evil.
Oh, you're talking about
Yeah.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Stephen Miller.
right? Him. It's like, come on, man. Like yeah, like it's like, I understand, the illegal and whatever that calls on that, like that can be debated and figured out. But when people are trying to do the right thing, and they even got Americans backing them up, that's what all these protests are for. Like, these are people in their neighborhood saying no. Like, these people you're taking away are our neighbors.
Hold up.
We
have,
love them.
I believe must have some type of breaking news. Memphis is on his phone. He must be looking at something very important. There must be something breaking, as Memphis is not paying attention to the show. He is watching his phone, so it must be riveting. What is the latest, Memphis? What is going on? Tell us what the breaking news is that you broke away from the show to look at your phone. Must be breaking.
I've been sitting here by myself for like the past 15 minutes, and they were just going at it, so I sat it out. And
Okay.
they had no time to stop, so I was looking on how ChatGPT is really messing with people's brains, and they got a new study from Harvard.
A new study from Harvard. The breaking news, new study from Harvard. If you're on ChatGPT, you have mush brain. We're
Yeah,
giving
but-
you the very
yeah,
latest right
yeah.
here on
Yeah.
the podcast.
So there you have it.
Done some serious squats. Oh, what the
Oh.
hell was that? That was a
That
sweaty.
guy had a sweaty butt
yeah,
crack.
yeah. You see that? That
Stop
was
it.
disgusting.
Well, I do have some breaking news actually from the
That ass?
the interwebs. No,
breaking news.
the Karen Reed murder case. You know Karen
Ooh,
Reed, the
yeah,
murder
what's
case.
that? Yeah,
She's
yeah.
found not guilty.
Really?
Who?
Yes, Karen Reed, not guilty.
Who is
She's
Karen
the
Reed?
woman who had the cop boyfriend, and they said she backed into him and killed him. And the police, then her defense team was saying the police squad set her up and shit, and they actually killed him. And a lot of people believed her. A lot of people thought she was, a skank,
It was
and
crazy.
she did it.
It was
She's
crazy.
not guilty though.
That's crazy.
Didn't they make a movie off of some shit like this?
I don't think so. Not yet.
That
Not
sound
that
like
one.
that sound like it's been here before, like only in the way of a movie.
It's typical. It happens.
It sounds very
It
familiar.
does. It does.
Well,
This is
Yeah,
back in
I watched. No,
2022.
it's a show on Netflix. I think like a miniseries.
well, I don't know.
I've watched
it's,
it.
It's something.
It's pretty crazy.
But whatever it is.
All right. Well, let's hope that if there's breaking news, we're going to give it to you. Also, another bit of news. R. Kelly, I heard that they're trying to kill him in prison. Does anybody know what's going on? He actually
OD'd.
He got rushed to Duke University.
Right.
To the hospital.
I did see that.
Alleged overdose was triggered by some kind of excessive anti-anxiety meds that were given to him in solitary confinement, that he started taking too many Xanaxes and then he freaked out. And then he was treated for blood clots for a couple of days. So I think we have the story. Roll the tape.
Breaking news this morning concerning R&B singer and convicted felon R. Kelly. Take a look at this post on X, courtesy of TMZ, in which they say that R. Kelly was reportedly rushed to the hospital from an overdose of medications in prison. TMZ also releasing an article. I do want to read you some of the reports that they have already issued here, as R. Kelly, TMZ says, is doubling down on his claim that his life is in grave danger in prison, now alleging the Bureau of Prison staff at his federal center in North Carolina purposefully gave him too much medication, causing an overdose that left him hospitalized.
So do you not know how many pills you're taking when or maybe they gave him too much milligrams? I'm not sure.
Is he getting injections or does he take pills?
I'm sure they're pills.
It's that remix injection.
I believe he needs to fly his ass on out of there, is what I would be doing. But I don't know.
Couldn't they move him to a different prison?
I'm sure they could move him around. But, hey, when you're connected at all the prisons, man. They'll take him out wherever they put him. They could put him in solitary confinement where he's by himself, I would think. But who wants to be locked up like that? I don't know.
Well, and then who are you going to scream for if they're trying to OD your ass?
I wonder how much longer. Can we look up how much longer does he have? Does he have like a life sentence? Is he in there for the rest of his life?
Probably.
I don't know if he got that much time, but I think he got 15 years.
15?
Put him in the cell with the diddler.
He's been there like 9.
I don't know if he's been there that long, but he might have been. I don't know. He might have been in there. No, he hadn't been in there for 4 years.
You guys hear me? This is
They put him in there with Diddy. Next thing you know, they have an album coming out and shit. Cell blockade. Take that. Coming out this summer.
This is the devil. This is the devil coming. And it's starting to sound really bad.
There'll be eggs missing from the commissary.
All the tricks will be on the fucking video.
They'll be like, God damn it, there's no eggs and no baby oil in commissary.
The world is coming to an end. Everybody should grab your wives, grab your kids, grab your dogs, and get out while you can.
I like it. Is this Eddie?
There's my Eddie I drew.
I like it.
Eddie from Iron Maiden, and I got a
Sweaty Eddie. Oh, man. Well, it is Pride Month,
And Gentry don't even know it's showing.
That was fun. All right, well, I guess we're getting close to the end of the show here because it's now time for Tomcats News here.
Oh, shit.
I got to turn off my metal music here so we can get to the news.
The news.
It's now time for Tomcats Not So Good News. What do you got shaking out there in the wide world, Tom?
Well, you know what? This month, Gentry, since it is Pride Month again, we have
It's the gay of the day.
The gay of the day, baby. Today's gay of the day is Raymond Radiguet. He was born a French novelist and poet who went on to make history as one of the early openly gay literary figures of the 20th century. At just 15, he penned Le Diable et le Corpse, later followed by Les Balles du Comte d'Orgy. His work, deeply intertwined with his relationships with Jean Cocteau, played a pivotal role in modernist French literature and helped shape queer visibility in the arts. On June 18th, 1903...
Did you say Cocteau?
He is our...
That he liked Cocteau? Is that what you said?
Yeah, Cocteau. That's the guy he was hanging out with.
Oh.
That was his boy.
I stopped being gay.
All right, more historical events. This was the Battle of Waterloo back on 1815 on June 18th. The U.S. declared war on Britain back in 1812. The SALT Treaty was signed back in 1979. Notable birthdays today. Carol Kane was born in 1952. She's an American actress known for Taxi and The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, if you know that show. Also, Blake Sheldon, boys around here. He's 19. He was born in 1976. Old Blake Sheldon. Historical milestones today were women's transatlantic flight. The first one was in 1928. Special days today are International Sushi Day, International Picnic Day, Sustainable Gastronomy Day, National Splurge Day, and National Wanna Get Away Day. My first story today is about a bad chef in Melbourne, Australia. This is Melbourne chef Pietro Barbagallo. He loses it at his restaurant here, a popular Carlton eatery in Melbourne, which is of his own name here. And
date ruined. I literally had like the chilliest food tonight, and it was so spicy, and I'm like, my mouth is like burning. Chef Pietro Barbagallo overheard a customer complaining about his meal.
Why are you yelling at me? It's my house.
Oh my god, this
is what you're doing.
This is so abusive. Oh my god.
Seriously?
The situation quickly escalated.
You get out. You get out. You get out. You get out now.
Oh my god, that is disgusting.
Yeah, get the fuck out. You don't like it? This is my kitchen.
Really?
yeah, apparently they were like some influencers and they were taking videos saying the pasta was too spicy, and he caught him and he lost his shit.
I saw that
Good
people.
for him.
I
Good
saw
for him.
people are doing that more and more when they go out to eat. If somebody starts, acting bad, like a waiter or a manager, they just, roll tape and then they put it on the internet and bash the restaurant. So hey, you managers out there, you never know who's watching you when you go to a table. Corruption. Stand on your business, though. I guess if you think that they're doing something wrong, fuck them. Get them out of there.
This next story is wild. An Air India flight last week, 171, it crashed. Everyone died on board except for one passenger. One passenger escaped. Even 20-some people on the ground died. Out of 242 people aboard, 241 died, including all the crew, the passengers, as well as 29 people on the ground. But one man survived, and his account of it is insane. He says he just walked out of the plane. If you turn it, that's the plane crashing. But if you go to the next video, is of the guy basically explaining his version of what he saw and when he got out of the plane.
In the hospital in Ahmedabad, the lone survivor who walked away from Thursday's Air India disaster tells Indian TV he has no idea why he's the only one of 242 who got out alive.
Emergency door is broken.
Yeah.
My seat is broken.
Yeah.
I'm not jumping.
Okay.
I just walk out in it.
Okay.
I can't explain. It's medical, everything.
Vishwash Kumar Ramesh said he was in window seat 11A, right next to the broken exit door, yet managed to climb through. But everyone else died.
That is some Final Destination shit.
Oh, man.
Look, I mean, dude, how does anybody survive that? You saw the first video. The plane just goes up, come down, boom. He says he said he didn't even jump. He said he walked out of the plane.
They always say that window exit seat is the best because you get the most leg room and you'll survive.
They're gonna charge a whole lot more money for
this is the actual video of him jumping from the plane. This was actually kind of a guy. That's from Commando. I forgot about it. Thanks, guys.
That's hilarious.
Stop.
That was a video they put out of him jumping. On this next up is a crazy video of a protester that was hit by a car in L.A. at the No Kings rally. A car in the 5th and Hill Street, downtown Los Angeles, protest against immigration rights. And when a young protester tried to get in front of this car, and it ran her over, and it hurt her legs pretty bad, but she is okay now.
Ooh, I don't like watching that kind of stuff, man.
Yeah,
that
me
looks
either.
like it hurts.
Let's not play it again.
The incident has been classified as a hit and run. LAPD deployed helicopters to search for the suspects, but no arrests have been made. All right, this next one is Swamp Fights. A group of guys decided to trade punches in the water.
Yes.
Old Row Outdoors posted a video of a large group of guys on a river and in boats trading blows. The footage is something to behold here.
Come on, Vince.
Whoa.
Come on, Vince. Come on, Vince. Come on, Vince.
Yeah, okay, bad move trying to get on their boat, Dick.
Come on,
Like,
Vince.
terrible fucking move.
Come on, Vince.
What is going on?
A bunch of shirtless dudes in small boats trying to beat the hell out of each other is so on brand for America. I couldn't even make it up if I tried.
You're right.
Man, there's a lot of chewing.
I wouldn't go back by that fucking motor, I'll tell you that. That looks like Louisiana.
Looks like a swamp fest there with a bunch of hillbillies.
Is that Audio Swamp?
I don't know.
Audio swamp.
What the hell? That dude just kind of walked off his boat. Like, what were you doing, son?
All right, we know that they're fighting over there in Israel and Iran. This is the moment that Iranian state TV got bombed. They got lit up during a live broadcast on
shit.
Monday.
That's crazy.
Israel's currently carrying out massive air campaigns, and an IRIB news network was. You can turn up the sound.
What are you saying? Oh, that had to scare the shit
You
out
could
of that
see
one.
up in the.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The strikes caused significant structural damage, ignited fires. At least 2 to 3 IRIB staff were killed, with others injured. All right, next up.
Do you think the guys who shot the missile were watching that show?
You guys are laughing about this?
No, that's
LAPD
terrible.
suspect shootout and unexpected compliment. When and where? In May, an LAPD officers responded to a domestic disturbance involving a man reportedly armed with what appeared to be a rifle.
Oh.
An officer fired a shot that hit the suspect in the leg. Remarkably, as he lay wounded, the suspect looked up and said, "That was a good shot."
Oh, poor kid. Was this guy like held them hostage or something? What's going on here?
It seems like it. Here's where he says it right here.
Point. You giving him commands?
Keep coming out, man.
He's coming out. Take him out.
I'm shooting, bro. Keep crawling, dude. Shoot me. Just crawl.
Oh.
You gotta be crawling on the ground when I'm shooting my leg, this way, bro.
That's the best way to do things.
That was a good shot, though.
That was a good shot.
That was a good shot, though, man. Yeah. Damn. I got to give it to you. Hats off. Hey, you know what? That's at least it wasn't a deadly shot. You know, they de-escalated the situation.
Would you like to see another shooting?
No.
I have one more for you.
You're
Here's
violent.
another man that was shot at the No Kings rally. Arthur, I know this is the last one. Arthur Falasso Alu, who appeared on Project Runway season 17, was just an innocent bystander in the middle of protest when someone ran from the No Kings peacekeeping rally team, fired a handgun 3 times, which were intended for Arturo Gambeo, 24, who allegedly ran towards the crowd with a rifle. So they have their own peacekeeping team, which is the guy in the yellow shirts there. They're shooting at the guy in all black, who apparently came to this No Kings rally with a rifle.
Oh, wow.
Man, makes you want to just stay in the house, not go anywhere.
You gotta know what's going on, man. You can't put your head in the sand. This shit's happening every day.
Yeah.
So, and the guy that was behind him actually got killed, not the guy they were shooting at.
Oh,
and
wow.
they haven't located the other guy.
That sucks. That's usually how it goes down.
All right, this is a little lighter. ICE protesters in Tampa. They are now moving for the green lights after Ron DeSantis said we can run them over.
Well, I think, you got to let traffic through, but you can still protest.
So as you can see, you got the ICE protesters in the middle. As soon as that light turns green, they're out of the way for the drivers in Florida.
It's courteous protesting. I like it.
Oh, that's good. So they did get out of the way. I thought we were about to see some people get ran over.
No, because this is Florida, and they know to get out of the way when the light turns green so they don't get run over.
The protesters in Florida know how to protest? Is that what you're saying?
Well, Ron DeSantis said earlier this week that we could run them over if they get in the road.
I don't think he meant that literal. I think he was just saying it would happen. It's happened before.
Oh, I thought that's what he said.
No, I think he was just kind of alluding to the fact that, this is Florida. Don't
All right,
fuck
this
around.
is a fun one. Meet Goliath, the 135-year-old Galapagos tortoise at the Miami Zoo, who's just become the world's oldest and first-time dad. You're screwed now, Ramo. You're not the oldest anymore. Goliath's record-breaking parenthood, age and weight. He was born in June 15th in 1890 in Santa Cruz Island. Goliath now weighs 517 pounds, celebrated his 135th birthday, and became the first Father's Day in June 2025. So this was his first Father's Day, and he's become the oldest father ever recorded.
How could it be his first Father's Day?
This is the first time he's ever had any kids, Gentry.
Oh,
it's
he's
his first.
He's waited all these years.
Yeah.
Well, he hasn't waited. I mean, it's just he hasn't.
Well, you can't trust hoes.
Yeah. So he waited till 135 till he had his first kid.
Finally, he was like, fuck it.
Wow,
Let's do
amazing.
it.
Man, you guys are.
Could you
fun
imagine
today.
that load?
Woo! All right, my next story is Terry Bradshaw has been patted down despite having a TSA pre-check, and Terry Bradshaw was not too happy about it. Former Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback and Fox NFL Sunday broadcaster was traveling through Springfield Branson National Airport in Missouri when he got the full pat down with the side pat down and the back room pat down.
He had a gun on.
You got to take your shoes off. Everybody's got to take their shoes
They
off
do.
for the most part, you know. So,
But I think you do get some luxuries when you buy that pass. There are some things that
the no TSA checkpoint
you
type
get to
pass.
do. Right, but they
nobody's above the TSA.
Right. No, they aren't. But from what I understand, when you have those kind of passports or like passes to get on planes, they have every right to like search your stuff if they want to.
Yeah, I guess they do.
So he's getting his stuff searched and he's upset about it. It
Probably.
seems like, I guess.
He's probably never had that happen. But I mean, if you had that TSA pre-fight check, right?
Yeah.
They're not supposed to do that,
Did
are
he
they,
get
Gentry?
did he get upset or something, or is he,
He didn't really get upset. He was
I
just
didn't see him
kind of like,
tackle anybody.
nah, he was good. He was just kind of like, he did make some comments like, I guess I'm Scarface or whatever. I can't remember exactly what he said.
Hey, just remember, it's not gay if it's TSA.
And then my last one is the actual crazy story on a flight. This is my last story. This happened on a flight this week. A 32-year-old New York resident was arrested for aggravated assault Tuesday at LaGuardia on a flight bound for Kansas City, according to TMZ.
Uh-oh. Yes.
Girl fight.
Where's that bed?
She must not have put her tray table back up in the upright position.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
She's smiling.
Andre, I'm not even touching your hair, bitch.
Oh.
You need those 911.
You need to let go.
911 back.
You need to let go right now.
That's the first time.
No.
This really makes me want to travel this summer.
She got arrested for aggravated assault.
I'm driving, renting a car.
That was a flight bound for Kansas City there. She's from New York. Well, that'll be the news. Sorry about all the violence.
Yeah, if anybody pulls my hair, it's going to be my wife.
Yeah. You don't got much hair to pull, really.
Exactly.
The short and curly.
I got something she can pull, though.
Hey, now.
Fuck you.
But the boom.
All right, well, the last show before we go on our summer vacation. There's been thrills, there's been chills. I don't know who's done any pills, if anybody did.
I take Losartan for my blood pressure.
USA.
All right, well, get out there and enjoy your 4th of July. Hopefully, when we come back after our summer vacation, there's been no shootings. There's been no more escalated wars.
Yeah, right.
We're praying. We're praying for the best.
Yeah, that's 2 weeks, brother.
Anybody have anything they want to say before we check out of here?
Yo. Do your research.
Have fun. Be safe. It's been real. That's
Yeah,
it.
it's always been
It's been
great.
real.
Happy 4th of July, y'all.
Happy 4th. Yes, that's going to be a good time. You guys, happy 4th. Celebrate.
You guys gonna light off some fireworks?
Hell yeah.
Just be careful.
I am.
My son was holding one of those Roman candles in his hand.
Shit.
The first one fired off, boom. The second one, boom. The third one fired off like inches from his hand, like on the bottom of the handle.
Oh,
Yeah, you're not supposed to hold those, but we
You're
always
not.
did. We always did.
Yeah,
I
we
thought
did
you're
too.
supposed to hold them.
We used to have
It
wars.
says it on them.
We would have wars.
Well, I'm
we
his
used to make
dad.
bottle
Yeah, we
rocket
shoot 'em
guns.
at each
I'm his
other.
dad, and I told him to hold it. I was like, hey, you're supposed to hold it. So I guess it's my fault.
It is. Great parenting, bro.
Don't be like me. Be a good dad out there.
Take care of yourself. Take
Happy
care of one
4th
another.
of July, everybody.
Y'all be good.
We love you.